Well, hello everyone, this is Square Triangle Mouse, and as you can see today I'm bringing you something really different to our usual stuff. Today we're playing Sid Meier's Civilization. That's it, no numbers. This is the first game that was released in 1991, and I'm going to try to beat the game on the highest difficulty. I'm quite proud of this strategy because I managed to figure it out when I was a kid, when I was I think 11 years old or so, the first time I played this game. And there was no World Wide Web back then, so you couldn't check strategies in forums. You just had to figure the game out by yourself, unless you had a friend that was playing it as well. But in my case, I was the only one among my friends that really loved this game enough to go and play it on the highest difficulty. And eventually I managed to win the game. So you can play on the Earth map, but to make it more interesting, we're going to start the game with a random map, which will always have several continents. We cannot skip the first part of the introduction for some reason. I'm going to upload, or I think I already uploaded, a full video with a full introduction. Sorry. So if you want to see that, you can just look for that, search for that video on my channel, and you'll find it. Yeah, so I'm not going to just see it again here. I'm going to just skip it now. Okay, here, this is the moment when you can skip it. Okay. And so we can pick the difficulty level. As you can see, there is no deity. Deity was introduced in Civilization 2. So here we have to play on Emperor. That's the toughest one. And 7 civilizations for competition. Sure, why not? I'm not going to play as Babylon because I just tried a game as Babylon and I didn't realize, but apparently as Babylon you start with 2 settlers, which is, I think, a very considerable advantage that I don't want to have. So I'm going to play as the Roman, and I'm going to be called Alan Caesar. Okay, so that's it. We have irrigation, mining, and roads. So you always have irrigation, mining, and roads, and then you get something else. Usually, you might not get anything else. You might get just one additional technology. Apparently, this is random, which I'm not super happy about. I think it shouldn't be random. In Civ 4, for example, it's absolutely not random. But yeah, here it was random, and we have, in this case, horseback riding, which is rather useless in my opinion. And pottery, which is more or less okay. It would have been much better to have masonry, so we are probably, or the wheel. Masonry and the wheel are the main, the best technologies we can get here. Irrigation, mining, and roads, you always have them, so that's normal. And we have 1 settler, and we are, in my opinion, too close to the sea, so I'm going to actually waste 1 turn and settle here. I don't mind having a coastal capital, but I don't want to use a lot of seaside tiles because they are not so good. You know what? Let's get an explorer right now. I'm going to use the fact that I have horseback riding to get one of these guys. Or you know what? Maybe not. Because you won't be able to do that strategy if you don't start with horseback riding. So let's just explore with militia as we would normally do. We are at 50% tax, 50% science, but we don't need money right now. We don't have any expenses. Oops, I moved them up. Okay, so I will change my tax rate to full science. And that is it. And let me see the options. End of turn. We are going to activate this. So we always get to click end of turn. Otherwise, the turn will automatically finish the moment we start. We don't have any more movements left, and I don't want that happening. It's usually not very convenient. So you can see this is a completely 2D screen, not even isometrical. Isometrical started in Civilization 2. And the first technology you need to research is almost always the wheel, okay? Because with the wheel you can build chariots, and with chariots you can attack. So yeah, that's pretty good. Chariots are very good for attacking, way better than cavalry. They have 4 strengths for attacking. Let's remember that on the first 3 civilization games, I'm going to go with the Middle Eastern type of palace. I think it's my favorite in this game. It looks really nice. And yeah, periodically we are going to get, you know, the people will allow us to add more parts to our palace. That's just decoration thing, really doesn't affect strategy at all, but it's nice. It appears in Civilization 1 and Civilization 3, and I think you had the throne room in Civilization 2. Anyways, I was saying that the chariot is really strong in this game. You can even argue it's a little bit overpowered. Let's go for a settler now. And in the first 3 Civilization games, the units had different values for attacking and defending. So chariots are very good for attacking, but they only have 1 defense value. And we got the Fell tribe of skilled mercenaries, so we now have a legion there. And as you can see here, we're paying unit maintenance with shields with our production value. So our production is now slower because we have too many units. Our government system right now is despotism. That's the one you have when you begin the game. And so in miscellaneous we can find the governments. And as you can see in despotism, home city units numbering less than or equal to city size do not require maintenance. So our first 2 units do not require maintenance because we have population 2 in the city, but the 3rd unit is already requiring maintenance. The legion has 3 attack value and 1 defense, but it's always better to just produce chariots. They have 4 attack value. They also have 2 movements, which makes them much better than legions. And basically, maybe the compared to its era, it's probably the strongest unit in the game. And then we're going to go Masonry because I want the pyramids. The pyramids are super strong in pretty much all of the first 4 Civilization games. They are a great wonder. I mean, they're great wonder. Sorry, they're just an awesome wonder, one of the strong ones. Okay, that's what I meant. So we don't have a lot to explore over there. I hope we are not isolated. It really sucks when you are isolated in this game. It looks like we're going to be isolated on a small continent. That is the worst thing you can get in Civilization 1. We have too many units now. I'm tempted to just disband one of these militia units. If we are isolated, I'm almost certainly going to do something about that. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, it looks like we're isolated on a small continent. That sucks because you want a lot of early expansion. Oh shit. Okay, so that had unfriendly barbarians. And we lost our legion. It had defensive bonus on the forest, but it wasn't enough for us to get lucky. Let's see if with the defensive bonus we had on the mountain, we can get lucky. No, we cannot. Well, that's a problem. Let's hope we don't lose the game here. I really can't afford to lose this. Yeah, I cannot afford to lose all of that production. It will delay me too much. Okay, we won. That's good. So now we are not paying any maintenance, so our settler is coming up a little bit faster, which is good. We're going to just get another one. So let me plan this. Apparently I'm close to the South Pole. As you can see, we have some tundra in here. If we right click, we can see. No, Arctic. Sorry, Arctic is called here, not tundra. And there are no seals, so no food. Okay, so apparently we have some fish here. We could settle on the Arctic and get the fish to feed ourselves. That's really the only way we can use this fish. Well, that's a little bit of a desperate spot though, so I'm going to leave it for later. We can totally sell here and then maybe there because we have more fish. Okay, this is a very bad starting continent. It's very, very small. I'm going to need my making very soon. Okay, let me think about this here. Maybe here instead. Maybe here. This tile is pretty good because it has game, so gives you extra stuff. You don't have resources as such in the first game, but they appear as a bonus. Like here, for example, we have coal, which gives us bonus production. We can make a very productive city over there. I cannot make notes, so I have to memorize this stuff. Let's see, city here, city there. We can have a city just 2 tiles away from the other city, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be very tight in here. 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. That will be 5 cities counting the capital, 5 cities, 6 cities, 7 cities. 7 cities in our continent, which isn't great. So let's see, 1, 2, that's it, maybe 3, 4, 4 maybe 5, 6, 7. I think I'm going to settle here. No, I need these tiles with a small sort of circle or whatever this is. They are the best ones, so we want to have them. I think I'm gonna settle here. This and that. Or just here to avoid barbarians from appearing up here in the north. I think that makes sense. I don't want to have to worry about barbarians right now. Okay, we are getting Caesarea here, or I don't know how you pronounce that in how do you pronounce that in English? Caesarea it could be, but I guess in English it's something like Caesarea. We're about to get Masonry, which is, you know, right on time because we want to start working on the pyramids. And when we change governments, we're going to have to deal with happiness situations. So let's go ceremonial burial. And what do I need? What do I need for map making? Alphabet. I should have gone alphabet. Okay. Well, you need map making to build boats, which is very important. So, yeah. I should probably get a chariot soon because barbarians will appear and I want to be able to destroy them. Okay, autosave on 3000 BC, that's normal. And yeah, here we are. So, more additions to our palace. I'm going to press number 5. You can use the keyboard quite a lot in this game, then press number 3. And it's usually actually faster. The interface back then in 1991 wasn't always ready for the mouse. Oh, already? Shit, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready at all. How much is this going to be? Yeah, no. How about this? Can we do this? Okay, give me some money because I will have to purchase that. I think. Yeah, I should keep some money for emergencies. I didn't think about that. We are going to need a guy there eventually. So here, then here, then. Yeah, this is a good tile, I think. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that's a big problem. I could surely lose the game right now. What is this? 1 turn anyway. Whoa, that was lucky. Okay. Good. Okay, I don't want to move the settler right now. I want to move the cavalry first, but I cannot exactly select it. So the order I have to give to the settler is to wait. W. Okay, if you press spacebar, it will be no orders, and you won't be able to select it again later in during the same turn. So you just have to wait instead. Okay, good. So yeah, I'm going to get to 10 gold and then I'm going to stop it. Okay, let's chase this guy. Actually, no, I don't need to get any more money because if I can kill that guy. I don't know if this guy can conquer the city. I think he cannot, so I'm going to just build it. Carthage. There is no Carthaginian civilization in this game, so Carthage appears as a Roman city. If I manage to kill that guy, he's a barbarian leader, this diplomat, so he gives you money. So I can right click to move there and we get 100 gold. Awesome. I love that. Do I want to keep this guy in Caesarea? I think the answer is yes. Also, we can change here the production. As you can see, if you change production midway, you don't lose anything. That's a good thing, well, a useful thing about this game. You can exploit it quite a lot. So, you know, do it. Yeah, chariot. Yeah, we are going to need a chariot. Then we're going to go for the pyramids. That being said, I could purchase a chariot. No, I cannot. Well, that's fine. This guy stays here in Sentry, I guess. Sentry is S. I'm using the shortcuts all the time. As I told you before, this game is ready for you to use your keyboard. Okay then. So this guy's growing. Yeah, let's go for another settler. We need to do rapid expansion. That's what you do in the early game. Okay, can we do the pyramids already? Yeah, we can totally do it. So let's do this. Get the chariot. Get ourselves ready for the next barbarian guy. And yeah, our funds are low, but we're not paying maintenance for anything. You can check it out here, Trade Advisor. Maintenance cost is 0 because we don't have any buildings. So we are not losing money. Okay, and this chariot will just wait for barbarians to attack. And then we go pyramids. There we go. Cool. And so we got ceremonial burial. This is going to be useful early on when we change governments, because if you change to republic or democracy, your troops do not reduce unhappiness anymore, and so you need the temples to make people happy. We're going to go to alphabet because we need to get ourselves on our way to map making. This is fine. Happiness, yeah. Okay, we can even grow one more size and we're going to still be okay. It's only, yeah, we have 2 units here. So as long as we stay in despotism, we can still grow. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, we're going to get another one. And we will get another city right here. With the G key, you can tell people to go somewhere, okay? So yeah, I'm going to build a city right there in the forest. So that's Nicopolis, and because we build the city in the forest, I think what happens, if I remember correctly, is that the forest doesn't get chopped. Yeah, oddly enough. So we have less food, but we also have more production because we built our city in the forest. It's going to take a long time to grow Nicopolis. I could have changed that tile. I think I can do it later actually with the settler. I can change it to, you can change a forest to grassland or whatever. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do it because this might be the only good production tile for Nicopolis. So Nicopolis is going to be a rubbish city, by the way. I just built it because, well, I don't have a lot of room, as you can see. So we will have some rubbish cities. It's bound to happen. Okay, end of turn. Let's keep skipping turns. Okay, Gandhi has built the oracle, which requires mysticism, which I don't even have yet. Let's hope we don't lose the pyramids. I really don't want to lose the pyramids, to be honest with you. Carthage, another settler. I'm going to say probably yes. So here, that's probably a good tile. let's go here. Hey, look at that. So Nicopolis is not going to be able to maintain a settler because he doesn't have any food, and you pay settler maintenance with the city's food. This city doesn't have any food. We can go temple, but not so soon, so I'm going to just keep getting ready for barbarian attacks. Okay, and turn, and then we're going to press B. That is a shortcut to build a city. Byzantium, there we go. Byzantium militia, sure thing. Yeah, there is no Eastern Roman Empire in this game either. So, and we lost a Colossus. A Colossus is pretty nice. It's a very nice wonder. But on this difficulty, it's really hard to get. So discover alphabet, which is nice. Let's see if we can get my making now. Yeah, I need to explore the sea, obviously. Okay, I realize now that Rome does not have a lot of production. Let's see if I can plant a forest or something, because we're really going to need more production. Carthage or Byzantium can have good production here. Byzantium will have to irrigate this for food, but that should be okay, that should be doable. Next settler, this one here, is going to start building roads, okay? In the first 3 games of civilization, it's very important to have roads everywhere, because roads give you more commerce, okay? Just for existing, they just add more commerce to the tile. That is something that changed in Civilization 4 as well, when the economy became a lot more complex. But right now, we are playing Civilization 1, so that's what's going on here. Okay, temple, because this settler is not going to settle, so we cannot pay maintenance for 2 settlers at the same time. That would be too much food. We're going to go temple because eventually we want to change to democracy, and we need temples everywhere if we want to change to democracy. Oh man, such a small piece of land. This is going to be really difficult. By the way, when you are not isolated, the way you play this game is that you conquer your neighbors, you conquer all of your initial continent with chariots, okay? So first you research the wheel, and then you start building chariots, and that's how you conquer your initial continent. So keep that in mind. Oh, damn it. Let's get some money. I know there are barbarians coming, so I have to be ready for that. Yeah. Okay, let's try to kill them. Yep. Well, that was logical because the chariot has 4 and the legion only has 1 defense, so that's 4 against 1. But RNG can be really punishing in this game because units don't have health points, so that makes it much more random than other civilization games. That's something to keep in mind. Yeah, I need those roads, I need the commerce. My science is going too slow right now. That's fine. And how are we doing with the pyramids here? Yeah, we definitely won't have enough money anytime soon. Let's change the tax money to science. Eventually I'm going to save to purchase what I have left from the pyramids, but not right now. So Carthage, got a settler, we're going to get another one. I want to settle down here. Probably. So here and there. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. It's very tight, it's really tight, but I prefer to have a lot of cities with low population than very few cities with a lot of population. That's what I really prefer. I could do this road first. I don't need to rush my new city, to be honest with you. Okay, Nicopolis is ready for this. you know what, we are going to build another chariot because this chariot needs to go to Byzantium, so we can cover that land against barbarians. Okay, so road, and then you go there. Cool, that totally works. You know what, I'm going to check the land around Byzantium. Okay, so this is a settler from Caesarea. And so what we want to do here is get roads on all of the good tiles, which are the ones with this sort of circle here. And oh, we have more land right there. We really need map making to expand. And this guy belongs to Carthage, so he has to settle soon. We're going to settle, I think, here. Okay, this unit is being maintained by Nicopolis. Okay, as you can see, this chariot is being supported by Nicopolis. But we're going to make Byzantium the home city of this chariot. So orders home city, okay, which is an H if you want to use the shortcut home city. And so now the chariot, as you can see here, says Byzantium. And also if you go to the Byzantium screen, you can see it right here. And so Nicopolis is no longer supporting that chariot, okay? So each unit has been supported by a city, not by your taxes. Keep that in mind. I'm making this unit supported by Byzantium because it's going to stay right here. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think the militia is going to come back. Yeah, let's unsentry this guy. The militia will come back, and this guy will just explore a little bit more. Roads. I should have definitely gone for map making before ceremonial burial. I forgot that I needed alphabet, so yeah, that was a mistake. And you cannot change your research in the middle of it, so you have to really plan in advance. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, this guy can explore a little bit more, and just as expected, we don't have a lot of nice land here to work with. Let's keep building roads. So what happens now? Well, this tile is giving me commerce, and if you can see Rome here, this tile is giving me commerce. So suddenly I have more commerce, which means more research. Here we have commerce. Okay, so that's nice. That's some extra research points. That can be more research, more money, everything. Research and money in the first 4 games comes with. They come with commerce, so you need a lot of commerce. That's how this works. Brundisium. Okay, hello Brundisium. Nice to meet you. Okay, and we check this tile, and there is nothing. So yeah, kind of rubbish. Okay, map making, that's fine. We can finally start making triremes, which we totally need. Next thing, a lot of good stuff here. Bronze working could be good for defense. Leads to iron working, which eventually leads to construction, which leads to bridge building, but I don't have any rivers actually. Oh yeah, that's true, I don't have any rivers. That sucks. That sucks. This is a very difficult start, guys. I'm just realizing now that writing is going to be useful a little bit later, but it is going to be useful, so I'm going to go for it as well. Yeah, there are no rivers, so we have a very small island because this is not even a proper continent, to be honest. And we don't even have rivers. Rivers can also give you commerce, just like roads do. So that's really a piece of crap. Okay, you know what? Let's move this guy. Okay, so this guy can go back to Byzantium. I want to see what's up here. Okay, no fish, so only this fish here and that fish there. This is a very bad location for fish, as you can see. If I had settled Rome even on the starting position, I would still not get this fish. So that was awful. Okay, oof, I was concerned there. I just lost the lighthouse, but that's acceptable, I guess. Not great, really, because we are in an island, so we could totally use it. Okay, you know what? I already have map making, so let's go for some money. We really need it. And Rome can get more roads, so we're going to build more roads. But we're going to first go here, so we can use those roads to communicate cities. What are these guys doing? Yeah, let's do a trireme instead. This guy will fortify. We're going to build a road here. At this point, I'm not irrigating because I'm in the despotism government. So if any tile gets 3 food instead of 2, it will go down to 2. You can see it again in the miscellaneous. We go to despotism. Production squares of 3 or more reduced by 1. 3 food goes to 2. So there is no point in irrigating tiles that are already giving me 2 food, because they will not give me more than 2 food for as long as I stay in despotism. That's why you cannot grow much in despotism, okay? That's an important part of your early game that you have to consider. And what do we have here? Okay, nice. Let's get a settler. Okay. End of turn. Let's keep building roads to communicate the cities. This guy, this trireme, has to finish his turn always. He has to end the turn next to the coast. If he's not touching the coast, the boat will be destroyed. Okay, temple. We got our first temple, so we are paying 1 unit of maintenance every turn. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now maintenance is not free anymore. Granary. Do you want another trireme? They want hanging gardens. Hanging gardens are pretty nice. It's gonna take forever though. I can do a chariot and take it to the other continent, which we are going to be investigating very soon. We're going to build another settler, and that settler, I think, will try to go to the new continent so we can colonize it. And I'm increasing my money, which is good. Okay, another settler, that's also good. We're going to keep building settlers. We have 3 movement. Let's remember the last movement needs to be next to the land, otherwise we lose the guy. This one belongs to Carthage. This one goes here. All right, so this one belongs to Caesarea, so it's going to come back. All right. This fellow will go there. This guy will go here. End of turn. I wonder if I can do that. Wait. Oh, unhappiness. Okay, yeah, let's remove this. And we use, when you remove 1 working citizen, you can turn him into a specialist. In this case, we're using a specialist. You can get more taxes, get more money, get more science with your specialist, or get luxuries, which create 1 happy citizen, and so that happy citizen counteracts the unhappy citizen, and you are back to normal. Okay, if you want to view the city, you can do it. And here in Rome, we can see down there, down in the left, you have the unhappy guys, the guy with the mask and the sword. The normal guys are the ones dressed in the blacksmiths working. Then the guy with the blue clothing is a happy guy, and the entertainer, the specialist, is that guy who looks like an ancient Elvis. So that's how it works. But we can work with these icons here. That's easier. Pyramids, how far are we? Still far, damn it. I'm not super happy about that. You know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build our chariot. Because the thing is, Okay, let's wait. I'm going to press W. This guy will come here. This guy will go there. And then the settler will download. Okay. We are looking for nice land here. So this guy will go down. We are going to look for another settler. Yep, let's go. And it looks like up there we have some nice land. We're going to be expanding like crazy. Let's get better pavements here. Cool, so it's starting to look nice. And what do we have here? Oh, some bloody barbarian. Okay. Okay, we don't want to move that chariot away from Rome. So I wonder how many turns. Yeah, I kind of need this just in case. Because if this guy downloads in the jungle, which could totally happen. Actually, you know what? I'm going to avoid that by doing this. I don't want him downloading in the jungle. So let's connect with the city. Let's go down here. Okay. Ah, there you are. Okay, so we have the French here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bunch of chariots and I'm going to attack the French. I will not give you the wheel, but we will make peace. And I will demand tribute. Okay, he ignored me, so he has a few units here and there. Okay, we have Orléans here, which is nice. Now we'll wait. We could totally settle here, and we will do it. Syracuse, yeah. Okay. So, can I download this guy? Interesting. Oh, okay. So they attacked me with the ship and the ship just died. So that's fine. We get a 50% bonus there. So this guy had 1.5 defense instead of just 1. Do I want territory rim? No, we want chariots. We want chariots everywhere, actually. We're going to send a bunch of chariots to attack the French. That needs to happen. That absolutely needs to happen. Like this one, for example. This one is going to France. Get to France. Okay. We have to move around their units. Okay, so this tile is actually better for selling. We have to be careful with France doing a sneak attack on us. We have to consider that's eventually going to happen. Let's take a look here. Okay, nothing. Let's remember we cannot be far from the coast when the turn ends. Okay, so this is happening. So we're surrounding Orléans with our cities, which is fine. Let's stop this guy from going to Syracuse. And let's go to France. Okay, wait here. Okay, I think that ends our first video here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a road towards the west. Or, you know what, I'm going to build more roads here on the good tiles. Okay, so more chariots. I want to build an army of chariots to take all of the French cities and destroy French, basically. But yeah, we're going to do that on the next video, guys. So before moving this trireme here, I will just stop the video and see you guys later.